Hey everyone, it's Tom and Daphne. Welcome back to Danganronpa. I am sweating bucks right now. Actually, my forehead feels pretty dry. I'm just hot as heck right now. So, anyway, let's play Danganronpa. God, I'm hot. So, no explanation for this pocketbook. Oh, is that the one with like Despair Walks Among Us? What if I just put my water bottle up to my face? The things you do during YouTube Let's Plays. I'm being weird. So first, I did my laundry in the hot-ass laundry room, and today's also sheets day, so that took an extra half an hour at least. And then I played Big Run. This is being filmed on Sunday. You'll be seeing this on Wednesday. It'll be over by then. And that shit's stressful. And then I walked to lunch and back in the hot sun. Does my skin look noticeably pinker than usual? That's what I thought when I turned on the camera.
This was your chance to build lasting friendships, right?
And now they're gone.
And on top of that, something tragically sad happened 1 year ago. The biggest
Why is Kyoko purple? Not like her clothes, like her actual skin.
Right before everyone's eyes, the world came.
Oh, he's like, ah, and Hiro's like, and Byakuya's like, I like how they all freeze in the same position as like their last line, as if they don't just go into like some sort of neutral position. The animation in this game is non-existent. You'll just have to figure it out for yourself.
We are bored of this world.
That's why I blew it up.
Declaring all the great things they'll do, but then they always fizzle out. This world is just so desperately fucking boring.
And that's why I blew it up.
In a way, I'm jealous of all of you.
You actually had lives and friends. She drops the mic and leaves the room. Figure out what?
Figure out where your memories come apart. That's at the heart of all of this.
Where our memories come apart. I don't know what you're talking about. Is she talking about the moment where we must have lost our memories? I can only think of one time. Just after I set foot in the main hall for the first time, and that was when I fainted. I fainted, and then I wake up at a desk 2 years later. No, like, that's like the cutoff point for, so they lost 2 years worth of memories, right? So like the very first beginning of the school. And that's supposed to be like the cutoff point. That's like the beginning of the memories that are to be taken away. And like the end point is right before he woke up at that desk. Oh shoot, you were supposed to forget that too!
After I passed out, I woke up in a classroom with my head on a desk.
It makes you wonder how Makoto got into that desk.
Not much time had passed since I collapsed in the main hall.
Figured it was like an hour. And why wasn't I in the nurse's office or something? Isn't this like a medical emergency?
The reason it felt so short was because our memories of the time in between had been completely removed.
And you had like a general sense of brain fog of like, oh, what happened? But you don't really know about the scope of the memories that have been removed from your brain.
It wasn't actually for the first time.
We removed your memories twice. Double forgettion.
Unaware of this fact, you took the time to introduce yourselves to each other, but
We had already known each other before our memories were wiped.
We
Yeah.
already spent 2 years together at the school. That's what took those photos.
Sakura has her fucking hand on Hifumi's head.
Yep, that's what they revealed. You were all such close friends. You spent 2 years together, and then you started killing each other.
Ain't that a shame?
And it was all so you could escape into a world that's already been annihilated.
Have you tried leaving a space station?
What a terribly tragic tale. Even if you left now, there's nothing you
What's
can
that thing
do
Aoi
to
has over her
fix it.
knee? I mean, I've seen it before, but like,
Up to be like this.
so quit acting like the bitch in this situation. I'm gonna love your deaths even more.
Once your school life here began, I thought about you constantly. It's only natural that I would fall in
Oh
love.
shit, we're gonna have a Monica moment, aren't we?
So, since I love you guys so much, I'll tell you all about it.
No, you don't have to figure it out for yourselves.
Came up with us the ultimate despair. Our plan to bring despair to all mankind.
The ultimate despair? All mankind.
Let's go back in time 2 years, okay?
Everyone open the time
When
machine.
everyone first came to this school. School life during that first year overflowed with
Celeste isn't looking at the camera. She's just like, what the fuck are you doing here?
Oh boy, it was just the worst.
I hate it when good things happen.
Everyone was enjoying
Celeste
themselves
fucking
so
gouges out
much.
Hifumi's eyes.
All having the time of your lives.
Hifumi wasn't.
Of course, the peacefulness
He
only
just
made it
spent
through the
that
first
year getting bullied by everyone else at the school. It was a sad
Because
life.
after that, an event unfolded that hammered a soul-crushing despair into all of humanity.
And we blew up a lot of things. Just like Allah, we have so many
A
explosives.
tragedy. All too soon, the world's days of peace came to a bloody end.
It makes you wonder
And as you can imagine,
if
school was
the
no
end of the world came during the second year.
The tragedy
Why not just
made
remove
its
memories of
way
the second year?
leading to the
So-
extermination of most of the students.
Except for you.
What are you?
A mystery.
What do you mean?
The most tragic event in human history, and the ultimate despair that caused it. I can't believe it's all because of just you and Mukuro.
Bitch, you think it was the two of
Was it
us?
some kind of organization?
We had CBS backing us
Probably
up.
motivated family?
You have a point. If I had to describe it,
The Illuminati?
it was
we had-
none of those. How
We
can I
had
put it?
it was
It
CBS,
was
the
more of a
Illuminati.
theological thing.
Who else is in there?
It's contagious, you know. It's almost like a natural phenomenon.
And the United States government. Sure, we might be in Japan, but they were able to help us.
Capable of it. And now the entire world has fallen into despair.
In other words, if you see despair as the enemy, then your enemy is the world itself.
And if the world chooses to be my enemy, then I will fight like I always have. Shadow the Hedgehog said
To
that.
try to understand. This was a tangent anyway, unrelated to the matter at hand.
I was trying to pull a fast one on you.
So, let's get back to the story.
So, like, the world blew up.
You've taken so much damage. You guys were the only survivors. The members of the 78th class of Hope's Peak Academy were the only ones left.
And then something super neat happened. Now pay attention, because this is important, and I'm only gonna say it once. So guess what? To protect everyone who had survived, Hope's Peak was transformed into a shelter.
Unfortunately, they came up with this idea after the nukes. You said it twice.
Now,
Can't even
someone was
keep her
responsible
own
for the
promises.
transformation, for creating what would eventually become your prison. Do any of you know who that might have been?
Is it the headmaster? The one who turned Hope's Peak into a shelter and isolated us here.
I got it! Finn, the headmaster of Hope's Peak He wanted to turn the school into a shelter to try and protect us.
But then Monokuma came in and killed him.
Despair and tragedy taking place outside.
So maybe he wasn't an asshole.
That's why he asked us to make that promise.
He said, if you say no, you're probably gonna die from evil forces right outside our door, so think about that.
Something like that in mind, yes. If you, the collective hope of a new generation, could survive, maybe the world could have a fresh start.
The headmaster put that much faith in you.
That idiot.
Because we had that same hope. That's why we all agreed to live here forever.
But creating the shelter
So-
was also his single biggest mistake.
Because it was incredibly easy to break into.
It's laughable, really. He was the head
So, like, Junko was, like, undercover. She had been, like, or, like, they were both undercover students.
ultimate despair had already
And once he locked the doors, they were like, your time's up, motherfucker.
was supposed to be a shelter to keep you safe. Became a cage that made it impossible for you to escape despair. I have to say, it really helped me out a lot. It saved me a ton of time.
And explosives. Do you know how hard the walls of the school are? You need, like, C4s to get through there.
All the exits. Under the headmaster's direction, you all went about your work like obedient little sheep.
Little sheeple. Junko would be the type to call people sheeper. Indirectly, because you agreed to stay in here not knowing that Junko and Mukuro were actually evil.
Once you finished building your little shelter, it was time for me and Mukuro to get to work. And thus began the killing game.
So at what stage in those 2 years did they agree to stay in the school?
That moment where you all began killing each other served as the climax of our global despair plan.
And the only
At a starting price of $19.99. Like despair insurance commercial.
So we could go around killing each other? Is that what you're saying?
Why? Why would you do that?
Why do I do anything for shits and giggles?
More than a simple high school death match. Rather, it was a method to hunt down and destroy every last remaining speck of hope in the world.
And CBS was unusually on board with it. Something about a chip on their shoulder against NBC.
Left out there. Being sold, unwilling to give up hope.
What a shame.
So I thought I should show them, which is why I...
Brought this gun!
Well, why don't you?
Well, since you refused to kill each other, I guess I'll just have to kill you myself. What the mastermind did to show everyone in the outside world. That was bleep, 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 bleep. Hack. Oh, hijack. Every channel is CBS. Why are there so many who know they're being shot? Hey, Kak, Hayoak, Hayuak.
Now I understand. You're talking about you hijacking the airwaves, aren't you?
Define hijacking the airwaves. Is there like one singular place in the world where you could just plug your program and now every single television is showing what you have? I never understood that part. Okay, I think the AC's coming on. It feels much nicer in here.
The world watched as you fell into despair and began to kill each other one after another. Despair is as contagious as any disease.
As COVID-19.
Despair.
Isn't the power of television just amazing?
You know, I wrote a Tumblr post a couple months ago about why the television play would never work because like not everyone has television. Like there's some people who can't afford it, or like people who just use streaming services. But the creators of this game weren't able to foresee streaming becoming as big as it did. With guns! Oh wait, wrong voice.
They were a relentless bunch.
With
refusing
guns.
to give up on hope and trying to force their beliefs on the world.
Well, you're trying to force your beliefs on the world too. You have no room to talk.
The final despair.
And also you can't feel despair if you're dead. You're kind of going against the point of everything you're trying to do.
Everyone in the outside world?
Well, sure, but I also gave you a second chance at life, right?
A second chance at death, more like.
Give and take? You're so full of shit!
Makoto swears in this game.
Trust you guys to survive when all the other students were dropping like flies. I mean, we built up 2 years of memories together. You were all my treasured classmates.
And you know what? Deep down, you're still my friends.
I just figured you despair even more when you found out a friend had betrayed you.
Please, we're desensitized to this now.
Which is what you wanted, right?
She thinks this still works. She's a one-trick pony.
Lost and hopeless? You solved the mystery, but despair at the truth, right?
Now, the space station part is pretty freaking cool.
Did you seriously count on the possibility that we would solve your mystery?
And if we did, then what?
You promised to let us out.
Desire for creating this world of despair was so we could experience one last class trial.
Before I kill you all.
You were bold enough to solve the mystery, only to discover that the truth was utterly hopeless. How would you react? What would you do?
And Aoi's like, and Hiro's like, and Kyoko's like,
Discovering the truth doesn't necessarily lead to a sense of hope.
But you know what? Knowledge is power, and we're gonna use that power to kick your ass. Truth, full of despair. That's...
Not to mention, all those motives I talked about were totally meaningless.
I picked them because they looked cool.
With the world having ended and all.
There aren't any people left to kill each other.
Then we've been murdering each other for nothing?
Well, nothing except for ratings.
Think about it. You chose to lock yourselves up here.
Well, they don't remember choosing to lock themselves up here, so you can't blame them entirely.
Random strangers either. We were classmates. We'd spent 2 years together.
And Byakuya can't even speak! Finally!
Get it, okay? You're totally awesome, right? We get it already!
And I have to stand next to you and your stupid friggin' mushroom head!
Help me!
A peasant begging for his life? Oh, how delightful! We've never witnessed such a travesty firsthand.
It would be cool if they also had sprites, like, looking left and right, so it's like they're actually talking to each other.
All I want is despair, and there's no reason for it. And since there's no reason, there's no argument against it. There's just no understanding it. No argument, no understanding. What better definition of ultimate despair could there be?
Do these writers understand what despair even
Going on
means?
about whatever you feel like.
Yeah! She's just been rambling!
No real reason for us to believe anything you have to say.
Yay! They finally understand!
You say the world's
We never had to listen to the murder bear.
yourself. So I
We just, that footage could be doctored. I've been saying it all along.
Until you see it with your own eyes. Truth and falsehood overlap one another.
Yeah, that's what Schrödinger was trying to prove. Wait, right?
Schrödinger's cat
So,
right now. Is that what you're saying? If so,
no, we are Schrödinger. The cat is the outside world.
Until you can go outside and see for yourself?
That's exactly what I'm saying.
Well, you better not. You go out into that world.
There's still tons of nuclear fallout.
Trust me, I'm not lying about any of this.
Someone who says, trust me, I'm not lying about any of this, it makes them seem even less trustworthy.
I refuse to
honestly, you're kind of annoying.
Huh? Everyone I killed?
Yeah, you did arrange for the murders.
The ones who killed them?
Would, in a court of law, would she be considered like the killer, or would she be an accomplice?
That's all it took for
I'm
you
not
to start
I'm not the expert on crimes,
nothing but bloodthirsty.
but like the accomplice is like someone who was like involved with the murder but wasn't actually holding the gun, right? And like accomplisheship is also punishable with like lots of prison time, I think.
That's funny as shit.
So yeah, like you are guilty. It's our literal lives, dude.
You stole our memories, invented reasons for us to do it. You pushed us all into a corner.
And nobody puts Makoto in a corner.
You certainly have a talent for passing the buck, don't you? That must be your hope, huh?
I'm surprised none of the others have started talking.
Left to keep up this banter. We have to draw things to a close now.
And I will close them with my gun.
I'm talking about the vote, of course. You didn't forget about
But what are we voting for? We aren't exactly looking for a killer.
Oh, and also, since this will be the last vote, I decided to change the rules.
Just to piss you off.
What? You guys so full of hope, and me so full of despair. I've decided to have you vote which one will be punished.
And we're all gonna vote for you, so shut up.
Even one of you votes to punish Hope? Well then, I'll consider that a win for me, and punish everyone on the side of Hope.
I've never understood unanimous votes.
Oh,
'Cause, like,
don't worry.
That's a lot of people whose wishes you're going against. Or no.
You've still got the upper hand.
Hold on, I don't know what I'm saying.
It's okay.
Nobody would actually vote to kill themselves, right? One of them just like slowly raises their hand. Who would slowly raise their hand like that? Maybe Genocide Jill. She's
You'll
kinky.
have to stay here till you grow old and die. No fighting, no killing. That's your punishment.
And what happens if we do kill someone, huh? I love using Junko's batshit logic against her.
We just...
We'd have to just
It's like
live here.
It's like that one jester in like medieval times who took his like making fun of the king way too far. And the court allowed him to choose this method of execution, and he said old age. And the king was just so fed up with him that he just banished the guy.
What are you saying? So no matter what, we're doomed.
It's like the ending of Mass Effect 3. What color laser do you shoot all the planets with?
Age is boring as shit, right? The audience at home isn't gonna dig that at all.
Listen, we don't care about your ratings. You're the only one who cares about this big collab you have with
For
CBS.
impressive punishment. What? You can't just.
Do you mean to say you'll execute one of us?
Yes.
And I get to decide who's gonna have to suck it down.
And I picked Makoto because honestly, he's really annoying. Why are you surprised? You've been spearheading this whole argument.
Causing all kinds of trouble. I hate you.
So let me make this clear. Everyone has two choices in front of them.
Kill Makoto or kill me.
Person votes for Hope to be punished.
So if you vote for Hope to be
Makoto will
punished,
receive a harsh punishment, and the rest of you will live here in peace.
If, on the other hand, you desire to see us punished, then you must all leave this place.
I will force you out, ensuring you all die horrible deaths in the outside world.
the Illuminati will see to it.
What I'm saying is, if you sacrifice Makoto, the rest of you will get to live out your lives.
It's like a really confusing trolley problem. It's like you pull the lever, and
What? Has your resolve softened? Have you lost confidence?
Are you afraid of being punished?
I have a lens cap in my hand right now, and who knows what sort of speeds it could reach if I throw it right now.
No, that's not it.
It's okay. You're right to be afraid.
Fear is a natural human emotion.
Now you have realized the futility worthy of going against me.
So stop going against me and die. What's stopping Makoto from just running to everybody else's stations and picking hope for them?
Your lovely faces, eroded by despair, have come together as one.
Besides, Yoko, you could never betray your father, could you?
I have betrayed my father so many times. It's not even funny.
The headmaster's only wish was that all of you would survive, right? That's why he tried to trap you all here after all. The least
Does it count as trapping if he had our best interest in mind?
father's wishes.
See, that's another big question.
Junko,
One person's despair is enough to seal your fate. Isn't that just the most hopeless outcome ever?
It's gonna be like the end of Undertale, where we're trying to save everybody's souls, like individually.
Death warrant.
But do the others have enough characterization to warrant that?
nobody's gonna give in to despair.
Because I have legs that can run to other people's stations and vote for them. It's extremely illegal, but I'm gonna try it
Stuck
anyway.
until the very end, huh? Well, that's fine. Then let's just hurry up and get it over with.
She gets her gun.
It's time for the final vote. Everything will come to an end. Your stupid hope.
And your stupid life.
For a game all about killing, there's a depressingly little amount of guns. I have to show everyone. I have to make them remember. Make them remember what? I have to convince them not to give up. To live in despair. Or to die in hope. That's not really living at all. Bwee, 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 bwee.
We won't give up. As long as there's hope, we'll never give up.
What are we supposed to shoot? Every freaking line is hope.
That would be the end of Hope's
You're supposed to shoot hope number 5. See, we are saving their souls individually.
All my fortune-telling senses are telling me not to leave this place.
Well, if your fortune-telling senses suck, we're out of here. Beep, 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 beep.
It's moving forward, right?
Cause there's a great, big, beautiful tomorrow.
Even if we're scared.
I love to see someone mash up this song with "There's a Great Big Beautiful Tomorrow." It's a weird juxtaposition, but I think it could work. Just like the Metopia skyscraper theme and the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air.
That's why. No matter what, I need to get out of here. The whole fortune-telling thing doesn't matter anymore. What matters is my own gut feelings.
The crystal balls never helped me anyway. Excited to have faith in myself.
By the way, the air outside is totally polluted now. The only reason we're okay in here
Oh, is the air
is
purifier.
thanks to the air purifiers in the physics lab.
So we're supposed to shoot the dots. I believe in environmental justice.
Thinking about all this. And I was thinking, at a time like this, what would Sakura do?
Sakura would keep fighting, I just know it. Thank you guys for watching. Be sure to blast that patriarchy, smash that like button, Bomberman that subscribe button, and I will see you with the final episode of Danganronpa. Goodbye.